Greetings! I am Samuel Oak, a Pokemon professor, but most people simply call me Professor Oak. As I'm sure you know, our world is shared by wondrous creatures known as Pokemon. It's been my life's mission to discover everything there is to know about Pokemon, and I believe I may have recently made a rather groundbreaking discovery. There is an island far off the coast of the Kanto region where Pokemon seem to gain experience at an extraordinary rate. In order to properly gain enough of a sample size, I have invited yourself alongside many other potential trainers to compete in a small trend known as Battle Royale. I suspect the results will be most interesting. What do you mean I don't sound like Professor Oak? I'll have you know that.
Who am I kidding? Ditto, return! It seems like my impressions still need some work. Welcome everyone to a first for the channel, a game concept video. As you likely summarised from the video title, today I will be walking you through an idea I had for adapting Pokemon into the Battle Royale genre. My aim with this project is to keep the feel and core gameplay of Pokemon intact as much as possible, whilst innovating and expanding upon it, so it may fit a new setting. Without further ado, let's begin. The game will take place on an island far off the coast of Kanto. This island mysteriously causes Pokemon to gain experience at a rapid rate, drawing the interest of Professor Oak. In order to study this phenomenon in good time, Professor Oak has devised a new form of the Pokemon League Challenge, which should provide ample research opportunities. This is the narrative justification as to where and why this game takes place. The objective of the game is quite simple. 100 Pokemon trainers must enter the island with a starter Pokemon, and work to eliminate all other contestants so that they may become the Grand Champion, much like other Battle Royale games. The rules, however, are where this game differentiates itself. For a start, you won't see 100 would-be Pokemon Masters jumping out of an aircraft. Instead, trainers choose a Pokemon lab to start at. This is very important, as the island will have Pokemon levels balanced around the starting Pokemon labs. Before the match starts proper, players will be able to choose one of 3 starter Pokemon: Bulbasaur, Charmander, or Squirtle. They will be at level 5 and only know one move. Protecting your trainer is vital if you wish to win the competition. Pokemon trainers have their own personal health meter. This can be depleted. If a trainer has 0 HP, they fall unconscious and are eliminated. A trainer can lose HP for a variety of reasons, including fall damage, hazard damage, Pokemon moves, and attack from trainers. Pokemon trainers and their Pokemon are immune to damage caused by other players and their Pokemon for the first 60 seconds of a match, in order to allow them to spread out without being spawn trapped. Your Pokemon trainer is capable of running, sprinting, jumping, crouching, crawling, using items, and punching. To accommodate the player's freedom, the game will use a third-person camera. Your movement options will drain points from your trainer's stamina meter. If this ever hits 0, your trainer will have reduced movement speed and lose access to some movement options. Stamina steadily regenerates after a moment of not being in use, but this recovery is slowed if your stamina had hit 0. You may be surprised as I said your trainer can punch, but it wouldn't be fair to have all your Pokemon doing the work. Punching can be used to interact with a few parts of the environment. For example, hitting the trunk of a berry tree to loosen a berry. It can also be used to hit other trainers, either to interrupt their actions or even knock them unconscious if you can find them already weakened. Pokemon trainers can also use items, though currently I don't intend on having a lot of them. The main goal is to have the Pokemon be the centre of attention, so I want to keep the list of items small and have them be practical, so as not to distract from the main course, as it were. Items range from some of the berries, such as Aran and Pecha berries, to different types of Pokeballs. Items can be accessed from the inventory and can either be dropped or used on trainer and Pokemon. The environment in which you play in is just as important as the players. Areas of the map will be divided into habitats, so you may find a snowy forest, ice cave and arctic lake to the north of the island, forest fields and ponds near the centre, etc. Theoretically, the game could feature more than one playable map to add even more variety to the gameplay. The type of environment you are in is incredibly important, as it would determine the kinds of wild Pokemon that could spawn in the area. Mastering traversal of your environment could be the difference in victory or defeat. Some areas may house rare Pokemon, but can only be accessed via a one-way drop down an ledge. However, by going there, you may be walking into another player's trap, as they block the only way out. Exploring is naturally encouraged by rare Pokemon, but you may also find items to tip the scales in your favour. Trainers should be careful to not lose track of time though, as a storm is rapidly encircling the island. The storm functions as a method to prevent excessive stalling or camping. Players caught in the storm will receive rapid damage unless they can outrun it. The storm will not fully submerge the map, but it will come close to it. Now for what Pokemon trainers are known for, catching wild Pokemon. Aside from your starter, you'll have to capture wild Pokemon to add to your ranks. Wild Pokemon can be found just about everywhere on the island. Pokemon you encounter will display their HP, name and level above their character model. As mentioned earlier, the location largely determines the type of wild Pokemon that can spawn, so you won't find Magikarp in a desert. The level ranges will be programmed to have lower level Pokemon spawn near the numerous Pokemon labs, and higher level Pokemon spawn near the centre of the island and in hard to reach places. Encountering a Pokemon will not force a screen transition like in the main games. It will occur in real time. Catching a Pokemon is quite similar to normal Pokemon. Weaken its HP and throw a Pokeball. You have unlimited amounts of the regular Pokeball, but you can find finite amounts of more useful Pokeballs throughout the island. The lower the target's HP, the easier it will be to catch. If you already have 6 Pokemon and you catch another, the game will force you to either release it or one of your current party members. Releasing a Pokemon will have it inhabit the area you left it in, meaning another player could come along and catch your old Pokemon. This will mean trainers must carefully consider who to release and if it's even worth capturing a new Pokemon, since an opportunist may use their own Pokemon against them later. Some Pokemon will always spawn in a set location on the map. These will be known as static Pokemon. Their existence serves to encourage trainers to discover and fight them for ownership. For these Pokemon will be some of the toughest in the game. An example could be that at the base of a waterfall, a red Gyarados will always spawn, allowing some players to strategize their starting lab and travel route just to snag it. It should be noted, however, that static Pokemon will not respawn, so whoever gets their hands upon it will be in a powerful position. Now, Professor Oak's research team does not condone what I'm about to suggest in any way, but if another trainer has been knocked unconscious and you are nearby, nothing is preventing you from pickpocketing their Pokemon, which enter Pokeballs upon trainer elimination, and taking them for yourself. No capture required. In addition to all of that, Pokemon in your party do not reside within their Pokeballs, but instead follow behind their trainer. Aside from looking nice, this is also related to the brand new battle system I designed for this game, so keep your ears open for when we get to battles. To help visualize gameplay, here is a mock example I put together. As you can see, the trainer's HP and stamina are represented by meters on the top left. The icons on the right show which Pokemon you currently have in your party, and the active Pokemon is highlighted in red. This shall be explained when we talk about battling. Aside from that, there is also a simple compass and a minimap, which shows your immediate surroundings. Now it may turn out the minimap is a terrible idea, in which case it would be removed. Either way, you can choose to remove the minimap and compass from your heads-up display if its presence bothers you. So we have discussed what your trainer can do, it's only fair if we do the same for your Pokemon. Pokemon have health points just like trainers, however theirs is determined by species and then their current level on top of that. In practice, HP functions as it does in normal Pokemon. This is the Pokemon's only stat. They may have movement speed, but if so, the difference will be marginal. And Pokemon will not have hidden values like IVs or EVs. Pokemon do still have their types, and type effectiveness is maintained. This is a core component of Pokemon, so I had to include it. Type immunities are also present. This will mean building a well-balanced team is still encouraged, adding yet again to the strategic level of this game. Pokemon still level up via gaining experience upon defeating opponents. The game will award equal experience to all your party as long as a member of your team was responsible for defeating a Pokemon. Pokemon will also still be capable of evolving, however all Pokemon will now evolve via leveling up. Experience points needed to level up are drastically lower than the main games. A possible balancing philosophy is Pokemon should roughly be level 80 by the end of a game, unless a player has been heavily grinding. HP is the only stat that changes to a Pokemon upon level up. In Pokemon Battle Royale, Pokemon can only know 2 moves at a time. Their learn set shall be designed in such a way that you will always be getting an upgrade upon the moves they knew before. This will not only streamline the real-time gameplay, but also help further differentiate similar Pokemon. For example, Charizard could learn 2 high-power attacks as its final moves, whereas Rapidash may learn 1 slightly weaker attack, but then a support move as its other option. Whenever a Pokemon levels up, evolves, is knocked out, or you pick up an item, etc., a small notification will appear briefly on the side of your screen. When a Pokemon learns a move, you will be notified, but moves will be replaced automatically so as not to get in the way of real-time gameplay. For those worried about taking away strategy from the player, I must stress that the Pokemon species is now even more important to consider compared to normal Pokemon, as the desired moveset may reside in a different Pokemon of the same type. It's finally time to discuss the way Pokemon battles work. Since this game takes place in real time, battles with wild or trainer Pokemon will play out in front of you. If you were used to mainline Pokemon games, this gameplay will be rather dynamic for you. Let's get winning and losing out of the way first. Nothing prevents a trainer from physically running away, but the opponent is also free to chase them. If a Pokemon loses all of its HP, it is defeated, vanishing from the game entirely. Players earn increased experience for defeating trainer Pokemon. A trainer with no Pokemon is not automatically eliminated. They are free to play on and hope to catch a wild Pokemon until they are eliminated. The opponent can just target the defenseless trainer and knock them out, however. Now for attacking. To defeat a Pokemon, you must reduce its HP to 0 by hitting it with attacks or damaging effects. You can issue commands to only one member of your party at a time. This Pokemon is classed as the active Pokemon. You can cycle through your active Pokemon even in battle. Your Pokemon will be able to perform 2 moves. The Pokemon will aim wherever your camera is facing at the time the command was issued. Once a Pokemon starts to use a move, it will stop following you, and you cannot give it another command until it has finished performing the move. Moves do not have accuracy. They hit or miss based on what you visually see, with some exceptions. This will not only be more satisfying than a numbers-based hit system, but it will also allow for skill-based movement options. Trainers are able to lock onto a nearby target should they wish, however the move will still only go where the target was at the time. Since your Pokemon will follow your movements, you can really try mixing up your positions to evade incoming attacks. Furthermore, by switching your active Pokemon, you can have numerous Pokemon performing moves at the same time, potentially stringing together a difficult set of moves for your opponent to avoid. Additionally, your active Pokemon always runs ahead of the party, meaning that by strategically switching active Pokemon, you can allow your Pokemon to take hits for each other, or dodge a move completely. This type of maneuvering can also allow your Pokemon to take hits for you. Movement like this means you can approach combat in a completely new way, with big bodies like Snorlax perhaps becoming invaluable in supporting a team of fragile yet powerful Pokemon. Pokemon attacks will have set damage since the creatures themselves do not have attack stats. Same type attack damage increase will still be in the game, however. Some moves will function quite differently to how they would in normal Pokemon. For example, Safeguard may cause a small area of effect that prevents opponents from locking on to any trainer or Pokemon caught in the move's radius. Swift might home in on a target, but could be blocked by the environment or another Pokemon. Moves are not restricted by power points and can be used an unlimited amount of times, meaning powerful moves such as a large explosion need to be balanced in another way. This is achieved through the fact that a Pokemon must commit to a move once ordered, so stronger options can have longer animations. In some cases, this is not applicable. For those instances, the move will instead be on a cooldown before it may be used again. Here you can see a draft for how I would imagine the game would control using a Nintendo Switch Pro controller. The leaderboards option simply displays who has been eliminated thus far and where you currently place amongst the remaining contestants. The start menu features system settings, viewing the entire map of the island, and forfeiting the match. For options with two different outcomes, such as the Y button, the first option is selected by default, the second option is chosen only if the player is holding down the Pokemon commands toggle with the left bumper. So for Y, if the left bumper was held, you would command your active Pokemon to use its first move, and if the left bumper wasn't held, you would instead pick up an item. Inventory option is where you can view, drop or use items. The stats option brings up the party screen similar to regular Pokemon, where you can see your creature's HP, XP and moves. After many a trainer's dreams have been crushed, eventually it will be time to declare a winner. When only 2 Pokemon trainers remain, they will be transported to a Pokemon Stadium. Defeated trainers who have not left the game will be respawned into the spectator stands and be able to cheer from the crowd. The 2 trainers will be placed at either side and all their Pokemon will be fully healed. After a 3-2-1 countdown, they must fight in a timed match. Here the trainer has infinite health, so a winner is decided upon defeating all of the trainer's Pokemon. If the timer hits 0, the winner will be whoever had the most Pokemon remaining, or the most total HP if tied. The champion will have their trainer alongside their team from the final match immortalised in a Hall of Fame style photo, which will display the date of victory as well as the top 3 place trainers of the match. What would be the point of having a third person view if you couldn't express your character? That's right, character customization would be a feature. You would be able to customize basic traits like hair, eye and skin color upon starting the game, but you'd have to unlock more exotic options through the progression system. I am not 100% on the progression system at the moment, but it could focus around completing challenges and placing first to gain experience that levels up your rank and thus unlocks rewards. I also think you should be able to change your trainer's build, and the trainer's hitboxes will be a bit generic so that visuals don't provide gameplay advantages to shorter or slimmer players. Regardless, that was my pitch for the proposed Battle Royale style Pokemon game. There are numerous cup features and ambitious ideas I haven't mentioned, but this video has already gotten rather long. If you liked what I had to say, please share this video. It helps a lot more than you may think. Besides, what good is an idea that no one hears? And if you are someone looking for a designer, or if somehow someone at Nintendo watches this, please contact me if you may be interested in future work. With all that said and done, it's high time this video comes to a close. So thank you for watching all the way to the end, and I hope to see you next time.